It's week 1 of the 2031 season, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Giants and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the prep.
Game 1 of 272 this regular season. The Thursday night opener, the kickoff game. And the National Football League season begins anew. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back to throw. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
Now a handoff running right. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. He'll send a tight end in motion right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time.
Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the zone read, it's a give to Shipley. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Going for it all.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The Giants offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. He'll try the right side this time. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Got his man. That's Graham.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. To throw is Hurts. He'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. On third down, it's Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
You take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll get this complete to Shipley. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They motion a receiver right. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll try to run. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they fail to convert on 4th down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. A run now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So, 1 quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's Shipley. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Off the play fake, Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This a 57-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers.
To the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Giants. Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A carry here for Shipley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught left side by Waddle. 3rd and 5. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. They'll throw out of the gun. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a 1st down.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll give it here to Shipley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. On the ground, this is Shipley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the 1st half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw, Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Hurts. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Hurts will try it again. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll run with Shipley. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here comes a return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. One of the tight ends motions right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. The Bills able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. These two teams ready for the 2nd half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico
Pretty
and Greg
interesting
Olsen.
1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On first down, here's Shipley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Philadelphia.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. A second down throw for Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Got his man at the 6. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now give on the ground. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. "21" is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Davis heading in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one hauled in. It's complete. 18 yards on the connection. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Another carry here for Shipley. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Hurts. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Still first down.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his man, that's Grant. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Giants have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will finally run him down.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hurts again. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That one on target to Davis. He's got it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. To the air again. Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Hurts will try it again. That caught by Davis. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Taking off, he'll try to... And this is going to be a touchdown! A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll come up now for second down. They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. So now a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the season off on the right foot. The winners in the NFL kickoff game, the Thursday night opener of this regular season.